This is quite the world that you will be dropping the fans into. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of mythology. There's a lot of canon. I'm curious to know, how did you two ladies approach this once you landed the roles?
Yeah. I hadn't heard of the books before booking the role. I know Sisi read the books.
I don't know how did you not hear of them? They were like bestsellers in the Twilight era.
I don't know. I just like had never heard of them. I just saw Vampire Academy in my email and I was like, oh, that sounds like interesting. And I read the sides and I absolutely loved them. I had such a good gut feeling. And then I read the books. You know, I bought the whole set of the series and I started reading the books and I was instantly like glued to my couch with the book. I got through it like in 2 days and I was like, wow, like I can totally understand that this is like a huge thing for people. It just made me feel so honored to like be a part of it, honestly.
Yeah, because the fans, like they're so supportive and they're so excited and they're so like dedicated. So instantly you kind of feel like it's a responsibility, but it's also really excited. I had read the books as a kid and I loved them and I knew the character of Rose really, really well. And I loved the movie and all of that. So when I got the audition, I was like, no way. And then, got through the process and booked the role. And I called my sister because she was the one that was obsessed with them. And I borrowed her books as a kid. And she was like, so excited. Because of that, I knew the character of Rose already, so it was quite easy.
What was it like getting into the training, the guardian side of things?
Well, I actually do have a secret martial arts no, because I've done it before. I did the Mortal Kombat movie and I was doing martial arts in that. So, and like weapons and hand-to-hand combat and a bit of gymnastics and all of that stuff. So I knew what I was doing, or I thought I knew what I was doing. And I came in there being like, I got this, guys. Don't even worry. And I sucked. I bombed in the first couple of weeks. I learned how to learn again, like doing the fight choreo and all that stuff. And the stunt team trained us really, really well. And they were there every single step of the way. So even when I wasn't at my peak performance, it still looks fantastic because they really pulled it together.
And she's incredible in it too. I mean, you're going to see throughout the season so many more fights where Rose has to continuously like prove herself. Yeah. And she does. I mean, she really delivers, honestly.
And Daniela, how did you prepare to have your eyes glow gold?
It was actually, all I did was this. That's all I had to do. You know, she's like, how did you prepare to fight martial arts? How did you prepare
to open your eyes?
But it's all about that smolder.
I mean, I guess what was, if like some physically challenging thing would have been like the teeth and like how to suck on the neck. Like there was like a whole way to do it. It's like, I remember Julie being like, here, there's like a way to do this. Done this a million times. Like, this is what you have to do. It has to be like tilt your head back and up. And it was like, it just feels so weird with the teeth in your mouth. You're like, I feel like I look stupid. Like, and then
it looks hot.
And then my feeder was like, oh, that kind of hurts. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Oh my God. Did you injure your feeder?
No, I didn't injure her, but they ended up giving me, like, they had so many tests of the teeth. And then they ended up, the ones that they went with were so pointy.
Yeah, right.
That she was like, okay, it's a little, it's hurting a little
bit.
Oh
my God. I never get teeth though.
I know.
You guys get teeth and I never get fangs. So sad.
Well, so that's what we're going to do right now though, because there's technically four different types of vampires within this world. We're going to do a little Vampire Academy 101. Who wants to take two of them and do a little definition? There's the Moroi and there's Royal Moroi.
Yeah, so there's
right.
non-royals and the Royal Moroi, and they basically are good vampires. They suck blood and they can't be in the sunlight.
Classic.
But they can be in the sunlight a little bit. I mean, they're not. But the non-royal Moroi basically just don't have royal blood. They're not even that different. The only thing that really makes them different is this society that's put them in a different class. That is it. Like, biologically, there's like nothing different between them. It's just like the rich versus the poor. It really is. I mean, definitely. You'll see the royal Moroi living in luxurious ways, and it's like almost insulting how like luxurious they live. And then the non-royals, who don't really get a say in the way the rules are made, kind of just have to live with whatever the royals do. And then as the show continues, we see more and more of the tension that builds in this world.
They're the upper class. They have their different levels of class within that, but Moroi are very much, all of them are very much upper class from the Dampiers, and they are the race of half human, half vampire hybrids. And so they can go into the sun, and they don't drink blood. They eat regular food and stuff, but they do have heightened senses, and so they're really strong and agile and quick and all of that kind of stuff. So they make brilliant guardians and protectors of the Moroi, and the Moroi are more vulnerable. The Dampiers train at the academies to become these guardians, and when you graduate, you get assigned to a Moroi, and then you are to protect that person with your life, essentially. So they're a race of people that are almost second class citizens who are just there to protect and serve the other race. And then there's bad vampires called Strigoi, and they're terribly scary looking, and they're wild and animalistic, and they're evil, and they kill people and drain people, and they go after the Moroi, and those are the vampires that the Dampiers protect.
I'm curious to know, how are you ladies feeling about the shipper attention you're about to receive? There are some relationship fans and stands out there. Are you ready?
Like, I know people are gonna be like, oh my God, Rose and Lissa.
Oh yes. Yeah, right. We have such a strong bond, and like we have such an intimate relationship.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as I was watching it, I was like, I ship you ladies.
Thank you. Right? What would it be?
Best friends. That's what I was
Larissa.
No, but yeah, I'm super excited for all the ships. I mean, the relationships between like Lissa and Christian from the books, and Beautiful. Rose and Dimitri and Mason, like that whole love triangle, and just seeing like what the fans think and who they want who to end up with, and what they would like to see.
I really hope that we kind of embody those relationships because they're so crucial in the books, and they're so important to the fans, you know.
For the book fans out there, obviously we're dealing with Dimitri and Mace in season 1, but there's those Adrian fans out there who are like, when is our time?
I don't want to say too much, but he's on his way. And they're all gorgeous as well. All of these men are so beautiful, handsome, hot, it's a smorgasbord.
That's all the fans need to know about the show. Lots of different vampires. Everyone's attractive.
Everyone's hot, and there's 3 different kinds of vampires. I think that's where it differs as well in terms of story, vampire lore. It's kind of a new, like, different take on vampires.